How much influence do other people's opinions have over your life? It's a question that may seem simple on the surface, yet it holds profound implications. You see, we live in a world where others' views often shape our decisions. From the clothes we wear to the careers we pursue, the opinions of others can subtly guide our choices, even when we're not fully aware of it. Then there's the impact on our self-perception. How often do we see ourselves through the lens of others' opinions? A simple comment, a fleeting look, or an offhand remark can dramatically alter how we perceive ourselves, and not always for the better. And let's not forget about happiness. It's a universal pursuit, isn't it? Yet how often do we tie our happiness to the approval of others? We seek validation, longing for that nod of approval, that pat on the back, that like on social media. It's a common human tendency, but it's also a heavy burden to bear, this weight of others' opinions. But what if there was a different way to live, one where the opinions of others held no power over you? Imagine a man, let's call him John, who was constantly swayed by the opinions of others. As we delve into John's narrative, we see a life painted with broad strokes of conformity and approval-seeking behaviors. Picture John, fresh out of university, choosing a career not out of passion or interest, but based on the counsel of others. He trades his dreams for a 9-to-5 corporate job, which promised stability, but delivered monotony. Fast forward to a few years later, John finds a companion. Not because of love or mutual respect, but because she fit perfectly into the mold of an ideal partner, as dictated by society. John's life became a series of checkboxes, ticking off milestones not for his own satisfaction, but for the satisfaction of others. His lifestyle choices, too, were heavily influenced by the world around him. He ate what was fashionable, not what he enjoyed. He dressed in a way that was trendy, not comfortable. He lived in a neighborhood that was upscale, not homely. But as time ticked away, so did John's happiness. He found himself in a life that was a mere reflection of others' expectations, a life that felt less and less his own with each passing day. This realization was the beginning of a new path for John. John found himself on a journey to break free from the shackles of others' opinions. John's transformation didn't happen overnight, but through a series of realizations. This is a tale of a metamorphosis, a journey from the shadow of others' opinions to the light of personal authenticity. John's transformation was not a swift shift, but a gradual one. It was a process, a journey marked by moments of struggle and triumph. The path he tread was not always smooth, but it was his, and every step was a testament to his resilience and determination. The first step was the most challenging. In his quest to break free from the shackles of societal expectations, John had to confront his deepest insecurities and fears. He had to learn to silence the external noise and listen to his inner voice. It was a daunting task, but one that he tackled with unwavering resolve. John found solace and strength in mindfulness. He began to practice meditation and breathing exercises, techniques that helped him stay present and focused. These practices allowed him to observe his thoughts and emotions without judgment, and gave him the clarity to distinguish between his true desires and the expectations imposed upon him. He also discovered the transformative power of self-care. He understood that caring for his mind and body was not a luxury, but a necessity. Daily rituals like exercise, healthy eating, and adequate rest became non-negotiables in his life. These habits not only enhanced his physical well-being, but also fostered a sense of self-love and respect. Moreover, John learned to set personal boundaries. He realized that it was okay to say no, to prioritize his needs, and to protect his energy. He understood that he was not responsible for others' happiness, and that he could not pour from an empty cup. This was a pivotal moment in his journey, a moment when he truly began to live for himself. John's journey was not easy, but he learned to live his life for himself, not for others. His transformation was not just about rejecting the weight of others' opinions, but about embracing his own. It was about learning to value his thoughts, his feelings, and his desires. It was about realizing that he was enough, just as he was. And it was about understanding that his happiness mattered, that he mattered. John's journey led him to a surprising revelation, a revelation that was as simple as it was profound. He discovered that the opinions of others are just that, opinions, not truths, etched in stone. They were reflections of someone else's experiences, biases, and perspectives, not a mirror into his own worth or capabilities. John learned to sift through the noise, to differentiate between constructive criticism and baseless opinions. He understood that not all feedback was meant to tear him down. Some of it, when viewed through the lens of objectivity, could serve as a stepping stone to personal growth and self-improvement. But the most significant part of his transformation was the nurturing of self-belief. John realized that the key to his self-worth was not in the hands of others, but in his own grasp. He learned to validate himself, to believe in his abilities, his dreams, his decisions. He became his own cheerleader, his own source of motivation. And in doing so, he found a remarkable sense of freedom. Freedom from the shackles of others' opinions, from the constant need for approval and validation. He was now free to be himself, to make his own choices, to follow his own path without the fear of judgment or criticism. John's story is a testament to the power of self-belief and the freedom that comes from not caring about others' opinions. Thank you for watching. If this content is insightful, please do subscribe.